Next one is SCP-135, aka the Universal Carcinogen. Alright. Anyways. Item. SCP-135. Object Class Euclid.
Sorry.
You're fine. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-135 is being contained in a partitioned plexiglass chamber at least 7 meters to a side. All sections are to be completely sealed off from one another to avoid cross-contamination. SCP-135 itself is to be in a central section with 1 to 1.5 square meters of floor space, with a 5 centimeter wide runoff trench around the perimeter that drains into a tank, the contents of which are to be piped into an incinerator at the end of every week. The remaining space in the containment chamber is to be used to house 5 chemical harvesting vats, 1 vat per partition section. A single access corridor is to lead from SCP-135 section to outside the chamber. No personnel are permitted within 135's effective radius. All maintenance, taking of samples, etc. are to be carried out by remote control robots. Disciplinary measures need not be taken against personnel that violate this rule. Because direct consequences of 135's effects have been deemed consequence enough, robots are to be maintained and cleaned by level 1 personnel. Once a week, SCP-135 section is to be hosed down with solution U882-B until only its outer coating is visible. In emergencies, flamethrowers may be employed to reduce mass quickly. Due to potential of catastrophic events, in the event of cross-contamination, at no point are 329 or 427 to be contained within the same facility as 135. Alright, let's see a quick description of both. Alright. SCP-329 is a room with the theoretic building at redacted. Room is in the building cellar 6 meters by 5 meters, like a steel fire door. Room contains 6 folding beds. Beds are fitted with IV stands and leather restraints. Alright, 5 beds are occupied. Occupants of both standard sexes and several races with ages 16 to 64. Occupants have been designated -1 through -5 and identified as no fixed address. Former medical student at redacted university, no fixed address. D-class personnel who is subjected to event 329A. Occupants of beds all have cancer. Type of cancer varies from occupant to occupant. All cases at least have 3 tumors of grade T3N 1MO or higher. Although cancers are advanced, they do not follow normal progression. 2 of these cases, with a prognosis of weeks at best under normal conditions, have remained alive since at least redacted. Occupants are alert, but in great pain and unable to speak. Every 24 hours at approximately 4 a.m., 329 undergoes event 329-A. The door closes with great force and cannot be reopened for the duration of the event. Anything obstructing the doorway is pulled into the room. Event 329A lasts approximately 20 minutes, after which it is possible to open the door again. Equipment for remote observation recording is rendered inert during 329-A in a manner consisting of non-standard space-time event. The only sounds heard from outside 329A are screaming from the room's occupants. After the event, occupants are apparently unharmed, bearing no incisions or external trauma. Their tumors, however, have been altered, in some cases radically. They have been reshaped and their direction of growth has been altered. 3 of the occupants have tumors of more than 20 feet in length, twining around and through the bones and organs. 329-05, who was cancer-free before he was exposed to event 329-A, was found at the event to have developed a T1N0MO lung cancer, which is 3 weeks since he has grown to T3. Only people inside the room are affected by 329A, and those who have been removed from the room, their cancer progresses normally, resulting in death. Jesus, so it's just a room that gives you cancer.
Cancer and death. Not just cancer, cancer and death.
Alright, let's see what 427 is. SCP-427 is a small spherical, ornately carved locket made of polished silver material. The ornate carvings do not seem to serve any function. It is unknown whether 427's outer casing was crafted by sentience or not. Its circumference is at its widest point is roughly 3 centimeters. 427 was created by placing a pill of 500 in the input booth of 914 and using fine setting. Oh,
that's stupid.
The cure-all pill.
Yeah, that explains why it's only 3 centimeters. That's not very big.
Yeah. It displays no usual activity when closed. When open, a small glowing orb is visible at the center. The orb emits no radiation or energy aside from the visible spectrum. When 427 is open and exposed to biological tissue, it rapidly regenerates cellular damage and somehow is able to purge invading compounds or infections. As a standard measure, the common cold takes 3 to 10 days to be worked through the human immune system and eventually removed. In the presence of an opened 427, this time it is reduced to 2 to 4 minutes. Its healing abilities are directional, so anything not in the line of sight of the central orb experiences no effects. However, long-term exposure produces a significant health hazard. As the locket heals damage, it optimizes the body's natural systems. Resistance to diseases and toxins is increased by 500% compared to the accepted LD50 or death rate values after a total of 10 minutes of exposure.
Oh no, I know how it kills people.
And 1000% after 15. After 15 minutes of exposure, muscular systems begin optimizing, increasing strength and pain tolerance by 200 to 300%. All other systems continue to optimize. Class D personnel exposed to the device for over an hour. Total begin mutating into shapeless masks of tissue. Conversion time accelerates with continued exposure to 427. The flesh beasts, so named due to their appearance created by 427, are incredibly aggressive, attacking any and all personnel on site with lethal results. They are highly resistant to most known weaponry, but can be disabled with a sufficient shock, trauma, or heat in excess of 1100 degrees Celsius, or 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. Intelligence cannot be accurately gauged, but mapping a biological enhancement of the brain as a direct relationship with optimization of other systems suggests intelligence could exceed levels measured in humans when fallacious formed. 427 is currently being used as a partial replacement for 500 pills, as it can cure almost anything 500 is able to. All optimizations imparted by 427 are cumulative. Oversight has deemed the side effects as an acceptable risk, but users must carefully record their total exposure time, as sufficient mutations are grounds for termination. I see.
That's fair.
So, it doesn't kill.
Honestly, I thought it would kill by accidentally wiping out the immune system. I mean, not my immune system, but the bacterial system. But what it did was actually way worse.
Yep. Alright, description. SCP-135 is a human female between redacted and redacted years of age that promotes rapid, uncontrolled cell growth with a radius of 2.25 meters from itself.
I get why it's not supposed to be in the same building as 329 and 427 now.
Yeah. It remains rigidly in the fetal position and has never been observed to move. 135's effect is carcinogenic to animal tissue and induces malignant neoplasia in plant and fungal tissues in 100% of recorded exposure cases, with severity and disorganization increasing exponentially with closer proximity to 135. Within 0.1 meters, cells will not die even even under conditions where they would normally, causing 135 to be steadily buried under a continually growing mass of plant matter, fungal matter, and microorganisms. This undying state extends to 135 cells as well. 135 is shown to lack an epidermis, instead having a crust of mixed plant and fungal matter that has incorporated itself into 135's skin, interspersed with tumors and patches of raw dermis. 135's lungs, diaphragm, and intestines are ruptured, and growth extends to the chest and abdominal cavities. It has been fitted with wide-diameter plastic tubes for use in draining excess biomatter. The Foundation came into possession of 135 after it and a surrounding ball of growth rolled off a cliff in the redacted mountains, crushing a hiker on the trail below. Class B amnestics were administered to the civilians and law enforcement personnel involved. An incident was covered up as having been caused by a pair of male goats that slipped and fell off the cliff edge during a dominance battle. Later examination of the growth revealed the partial skeleton of an adult human female with osteosarcomata covering redacted percent of it. 135 was found in the space between the skeleton's rib cage and pelvis. At the time between redacted and redacted years old, a viable DNA sample was recovered from the bone marrow of the pelvis. Testing confirmed with redacted percent certainty that the skeleton belonged to 135's biological mother. All personnel involved in 135's retrieval and initial testing were later diagnosed with various forms of cancer. Out of the redacted affected, only redacted are still alive at the time of this writing. Attempts to terminate 135 with sustained gunfire, flamethrowers, caustic materials, vacuum, and extreme pressure have all failed. Further termination attempts are forbidden by the Order of 05, redacted, due to 135's potential uses in cultivating useful bacteria. Alright, EEGs confirm full brain activity. No attempts to communicate with 135 are to be made at this time. Alright, well, that's 135.
I guess let's hear the video. How much worse can it get than taking a racist whale, making them mystical instead, and giving their voice to someone else?
It was in a ball of plant stuff, remember? Like that little ball thing they had to dig through?
No, I'm saying the next video. How much worse can it get than the last one?
No, I'm just saying it for the thumbnail.
Yes, she's in a mass of... Oh!
Oh, you see it on stream?
4.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? Oh yeah, next one is 096. That's gonna be fun.
We don't know how old the SCP is, and a corpse was never mentioned. The
Yeah.
fuck?
Alright, so in the description it says New England 1840, a pregnant woman dies from mysterious disease, but the fetus inside it kept growing. And you'll learn more about the object 135, a universal carcinogen in the Foundation files. But remember, immortality is not always a good thing.
I shouldn't have asked what could get worse than dressing up a racist whale as a not racist mystical being.
Granted, it doesn't say a date in the article.
It does not. Which means 1840 makes no sense. They just added it there.
Yep, you ready?
Sure. I'm so enthusiastic.
Where is it?
Food?
I don't understand. The grave is only 2 days old and it's already overgrown. And what's with the dead rodents around? I'm so sorry, but I gotta...
What?
Wait, what? The corpse is already decomposed. And did the fetus get bigger?
Back then, I'm not sure they even knew what the fuck a fetus was.
Yeah.
They would have said the unborn.
Yeah, and in the article, it wasn't even a fetus.
Yeah, it was a female, as in already born. Either a child or an adult.
Yeah.
Very likely an adult because the SCP goes a bit backwards for kids. So it's an adult woman. They turned an adult woman into a fetus. Are you okay?
I'm just trying to do things. What do you want me to do?
I don't want to bother you.
This is already sending me off, Jerry. Did you even see the time that was written on the tank?
I didn't see anything. I was just thinking of going downstairs to get coffee.
Here's the time.
1944. Is she a woman yet?
I-
It's over 100 years.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What specific war happened in 1944?
World War II.
Where do you think they're gonna go with this?
Please. Oh, gosh.
Do we want to go with intermission?
Already left magicifying the racist whale. Ah! You know what? As long as it doesn't get as bad as what they did to 1010.
Yeah. Are we ready to continue the video?
You alright, son? It's just a scratch, sir.
God damn, I thought this was gonna be over.
1955. So they just showed World War II for no fucking reason.
I guess to show the character of this random guy we don't know that's now part of the Foundation.
Yeah.
Fine here. Got it. I'll be there soon. My name's Adam Fine. I'm an agent of the SCP Foundation. Just got a call from work. But it's the weekend, so that means we've got an anomaly to deal with.
Good morning, sir. I got you a coffee and a freshly brewed report. Oh, I mean...
Get to the point, Alice. After the war and my work with the Foundation, there's not much that surprises me anymore.
fuck?
But damn, this guy went through a lot.
Workers accidentally dug it up at an abandoned site. The forensics team says he died about a week ago. And, as
The
you can
woman
clearly
is
see,
an adult by now, right?
Yeah,
Not a fetus? Okay.
probably. I mean, they found it in 1840s and now it's 1955. So they're probably like a senior now.
Okay.
90% of his body is covered with tumors.
Any identification?
It's all here, sir.
Derek Hunt, 37 years old, was admitted to the Sacred Heart Clinic for a checkup 2 weeks ago. Disappeared shortly after. The tumors on his body were all malignant. All right, guess I'm going to Sacred Heart. I need to see if this is even of any interest to the SCP.
Sir, May I come with you?
You'll get your chance, newbie. Better get started on the paperwork.
Yes, sir.
Wow. What a bitch.
Listen, miss. Is there a chief
Honestly, I
physician in this
can't blame
damn
her. In
hospital?
that era,
John
men
Gray.
could be as big of assholes as they wanted.
Yeah.
If I was her, I'd ignore his goddamn ass too.
Chief physician of this, as you put it, damn hospital. To what do I owe the pleasure?
It's strange, but I felt like I'd seen this doctor before. I told him I was with the police and asked to see Derek Hunt's medical records.
Well, Mr. Fine, shall we step into my office? Derek Hunt. Yes, I remember him. Here's his medical records. I discharged him a week ago. So unfortunate he went missing, but I'm sure everything will turn out fine.
What makes you think he went missing? We just found his body yesterday.
His body? Well, I'm sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other matters to attend to.
I'll catch you later. Listen, Dr. Gray, have we met before?
I would have remembered. Have a nice day.
What the? Hey, were you just eavesdropping? Timothy Lloyd, male nurse of the psych ward.
No, sir. I'm sorry. Just passing by.
The hell?
Skittish guy. Well, looks like we do actually have something anomalous here. Derek
Wait,
Hunt
this
was
one
in
was a
perfect...
stereotype, didn't they?
I guess.
There's a stereotype that the only male nurses that exist are effeminate ones.
Okay.
health when he was discharged, so why did his whole body randomly become covered with tumors within a week? Alice, find out if there's been any similar cases and any significant incidents here in the hospital. Report back as soon as you find something. Now, where had I seen this John Gray from?
Oh my god.
Pull yourself together, Adam. On my way home, I decided to stop and grab some coffee, when suddenly... Freeze! Shit, where did he go? Bastard. What was that? And more importantly, what's in here? I'm gonna need to go back to the Foundation and have the guys from the lab check this out.
A Ziploc bag would not... You would not put a syringe in a Ziploc bag.
Well, one, Ziploc bags, I don't even know if they even existed yet. And two, they didn't know about forensics yet. Not that much to know that you need to use gloves.
Yeah, I was just talking about the pointy needle of the syringe would poke right through the Ziploc bag. That's not going to protect you.
Yes, it would. It's too heavy for the bag. It would poke through. I'm just saying, I don't even know if Ziplocs even existed back then. In fact, do you mind if I look up when Ziploc was invented?
Sure.
$1954.
Oh, it's
Making
the
it,
year 1955, so yeah, they did exist in this video.
yeah, but the issue is, would they have really been pronounced enough for the guy to randomly have one in his pocket?
Maybe.
It was patented in 1954. They weren't made yet.
Ah.
1957, a fifth grader demonstrated that zipper storage bags could be used.
Gotcha.
And Okay, 1968 was when uh, a company started marketing the zipper storage bag.
Well, then no,
So
they would not
it's
exist.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Mr.
I
Yeah.
only saw things about it in like the late 60s at the most, so it just seemed off.
Okay.
Fine, we're still following up on similar cases, but I managed to find that some organ transplants had been stolen from the Sacred Heart Clinic. Looks like they never found the culprit. You think it has something to do with our other tumor guy?
Interesting.
Morning, Adam. We analyzed the substance in the syringe. This is a powerful tranquilizer that's not so easy to get. It's used by the orderlies of psych wards to pacify violent patients. Interestingly enough, traces of the exact same tranquilizer were found in the victim's body.
Orderlies of a psych ward, you say? Back to Sacred Heart, then.
Why is she giving that weird smile?
Tim Lloyd, I need to
I don't
ask you
know.
a few questions. Freeze!
The hell?
Don't do anything
I
stupid!
guess he's running from a police officer.
I just want to talk, Mr. Lloyd. Shit! You're hurting me. Deal with it. You're not with the police. What do you want from me? Quiet. I'm the one asking questions here. Why did you try to tranquilize me? And more importantly, Derek Hunt, what'd you do to the poor guy? I don't know what you're talking about. Who was Derek Hunt? Maybe this will refresh your memory. Oh, God! Tim looked scared, even threw up. But eventually he cracked and confessed he was working for a criminal syndicate dealing with organ trafficking on the black market. He had heard me introduce myself as a policeman and thought I was investigating the case of the missing organs. Apparently scared him out of his mind. I swear I didn't kill anyone! We'll see. We checked his polygraph results. Tim had been telling the truth. The police will take his case and deal with the criminal syndicate.
Fun
The
fact,
missing
the
organs case was
police never
clear.
actually
But
used the
who assaulted
polygraph
me
to
then?
help
And what happened to
cases.
Mr. Hunt?
Yeah.
Mr. Fine, we found multiple
At
similar
most, they were
cases
used
all
to
over the
clear
country.
suspects.
Healthy
Yeah.
people have been disappearing once every 6 weeks. The bodies of those who were found were also covered with cancerous tumors.
Damn, so many of them. I spent hours trying to find a link between the cases. All the victims were in good health and went to different hospitals for checkups before they went missing. Almost all of them had no close relatives. Later, their bodies were found covered with terrible tumors. Whatever anomaly we were dealing with, it chose its victims carefully.
What?
Alice,
It can't even move. Or, well, it doesn't choose to move, I should say.
come see me in my office. I think you're ready for your first assignment. I sent Alice undercover to the Sacred Heart Clinic so that she could monitor the situation from the inside. I myself went to the clinic in the suburbs of Quincy, where one of the victims had been treated. Aside from the fact that there was a new chief physician in the clinic, there was nothing of interest to gather here. But then, I caught sight of a photo with the previous chief physician they hadn't had time to replace. I swear it was Dr. John Gray, except the name read Dr. Stephen Corbin. Damn it, not
Please
now.
don't connect the SCP to Nazis somehow.
They're going to.
Are you alright, sir?
I'm fine. It's just a bad headache. It'll be over soon. I stayed in the office until morning and discovered that all the hospitals where the victims were treated at different times had a chief physician who looked just like John Gray. He had different hairstyles and features, but I'd be damned if it wasn't him. I knew I had seen him somewhere. No, it can't be. I saw you die. Only one person would be able to confirm my hunch. I went to see my old Army sergeant, Jack Evans.
Private Fine, it's been quite a while. What brings you here?
I told him I was looking into a strange case and showed him a picture of Dr. John Gray. Does this man remind you of anyone?
Well, I'll be damned. That's the orderly William Brooks from 5th Platoon. Just how I remember him.
This photo was taken recently, and William Brooks died during the war. We both saw it.
I never told anyone about this. I had combat fatigue back then, and the devil himself wouldn't even know if it really even happened or not. But I saw, after the explosion, Orderly Brooks pulled his own body back together from the scattered pieces. I
What?
can see it clearly, even now.
My worst fears had come true. It was William Brooks, alive
What?
and still young somehow. Kelso, when did you get your last report from Alice? A day ago? Shit. Send a squad there and put Dr. Gray under surveillance. He's somehow connected with the anomalous object. I'm on my way.
Well, Miss Bacon, your test results are ready. I'm happy to inform you that you're perfectly healthy and you can go home now.
Are you discharging me?
Yes, unfortunately, we're a bit understaffed, so I'll have to escort you.
I'd like to make a call.
There's a phone in the underground parking lot. I'll show you.
What a weirdo.
This was obviously written by a man because no
where's
woman
that
would
phone?
trust even a doctor down the fucking parking lot.
There it is, over there.
The agents reported that Alice had been discharged a few minutes before their arrival, but neither she nor Dr. Gray were in the hospital. They found a syringe with traces of the same tranquilizer in the parking lot. So, the doctor was the one who assaulted me. What about Gray's house?
What?
Damn it, we can't lose him.
Do those two characters just
Where am
not
I?
have voices?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Let me out of here, asshole! Calm down. You were trained for this. You need
That
to attract
trunk-
his.
If the trunk is open like this, you can open it.
Yeah, that means it's not locked.
Yeah, you can straight up push it over and get out.
Yeah.
Attention! Somebody help!
You can literally open it.
My
It's not
God.
locked.
What is that? I'm calling the police.
Adam here. Got it. Thanks, Kelso. Guys, some lady just saw a hand sticking out of a car's trunk. The car's registered to one of Dr. Gray's fake names and is moving along 135th to Clintville. Dispatch a squad to that location. I'm on my way there.
All right, we stopped. Okay, Alice, you can do this.
Now it's fucking
Oh,
locked.
you little...
Yeah.
Just where do you think you're going? I've been driving around Clintville for an hour. I can't rely on luck anymore. Some of Gray's neighbors must know him under one of his fake names. Hello? Anyone home? That's Gray's license plate. Shadow 2, this is Agent Fine.
What the
I need
fuck
you
is
at
that?
1803 Drive Street. Over.
Something that didn't exist yet.
There was no one there, but it was definitely Gray's house, or rather,
A
William
handheld
Brooks's.
radio.
Yeah.
God, this bastard must be at least 140 years old, but hasn't aged a day. Suddenly, I heard a sound coming from the basement. Alice, are you here? Jesus! Hold on, I'm gonna get you out.
Oh, she's dead.
Private Atom Fine. I recognized you at the hospital. Time hasn't been kind to you, has it? All the while, I'm still young and full of energy.
How many have you killed, you bastard?
Don't you get it, Fine? I'm immortal.
Not for long.
You lowly piece of meat! No, you won't take me so easily!
We already have. Hold on, Alice. Guys, get me a mobile containment cell and specialized
historical inaccuracies. I'm not even going to look up if those existed yet in that form.
Yeah.
suits. Alice was injured on the mission, so the Tops let us use SCP-427 to heal her. She'll be fine.
They strictly made it so you can't use 427 near this entity.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Also, is it bigger or smaller than 3 centimeters?
Not as big as 3 centimeters, I believe. Let me look it up real quick.
'Cause I thought centimeters are way smaller. I know centimeters are way smaller in inches. So,
Yes, they are. Centimeters are smaller than inches. Let me look.
oh wait, they even used the anomaly wrong. It has to be opened for it to work.
And apparently 3 centimeters is a little over 1 inch.
So that is definitely bigger.
Yeah.
You nailed your initiation, newbie.
Thank you, sir.
As for Object 135, we already know that it stimulates the growth of cancer cells in
It's
healthy
what else
people.
I
The
feared.
fetus
They
seems to
kept
be in a
her as an
lethargic
eternal
state,
toddler.
neither alive nor dead.
Yeah.
We still don't know if it feels anything or if it'll ever even wake up. We had to find out how Brooks got a hold of the object. I was informed that you're ready to talk.
I am, damn you.
Let's get to the point. Where did you get the object from, and how long have you been using it?
In 1840, I had become terminally ill. They couldn't treat bone sarcoma yet, and I was a humble rogue doctor in search of a cure. At that time, it was commonplace to dig out bodies in the cemetery for research. So, I dug up the body of a pregnant woman and found this anomalous girl. She cured me, made me immortal and invulnerable. But to stay this
What?
way, I would
You
have to
can't
be
do
with her
that.
always and feed her a steady stream of healthy people. Working in hospitals made it possible to identify such patients and abduct
No.
them. Every
What?
6 months, I changed my looks and got a job at a different clinic so as not to arouse suspicion. I
That's
had
how it
everything under
works.
control until you showed up.
You ended hundreds of lives to prolong your miserable existence?
I already know what I'm gonna
I
rate
didn't
this.
have a choice anymore. If I chose to stop doing what I did, I would be mutated into an immortal mass of tumors.
A fate well deserved. I've heard enough. Take it away.
No! You can't do this to me! Get me back to my human form!
You wanted immortality? Well, now you got it, Brooks.
Wait, hold on. I know what they're going for. They're making it so it's like the side effect of
They
427.
combined SCP-329, 427, and SCP-135.
Yeah. Wait, what? What?
So you need to add something else to the bingo.
What?
2 unrelated SCPs in a video.
Well, I didn't hit unconnected SCPs because they technically are in the article, but they are supposed to be kept away. They're mentioned.
They're in the article saying that they're not supposed to be together, but they're still not connected.
Well, technically, the 2 unconnected SCPs would be Pearl as well as Singular, so it would fit what you're saying.
Yeah.
We still haven't gotten
It
a bingo,
must have
though.
been- Yeah, it's not fair. 4.
Yeah, hold on. There's one thing I gotta do, though. Is that I'm going to do this for every SCP now. Oh, no, don't do that. I do this for every SCP now, which is Scramble. Constantly scramble it.
Scramble?
Basically, make everything different areas.
Oh.
Change it. Everything. There we go. Alright. So yeah, first one's 4. Obviously.
Yeah. All characters were removed. Even the SCP itself had its personhood removed.
Yeah. Added gore or violence.
Gore.
Deviates from the plot of the article. Very much so.
Gore.
Because it wasn't violent outright. Alright. Only made in video / offensiveness.
I think we both know this is getting a 4.
I'm saying that mainly because of the PTSD.
Well, besides inaccurately showing PTSD as the headache that comes and goes,
Yeah.
it also literally made the SCP into a permanent toddler.
Yeah.